Another important function of banks as an agent for customer is opening of DEMAT accounts. What is this DEMAT accounts? Many students ask me this doubt, what is this DEMAT accounts? And they read somewhere dematerialization means is converting this physical share into electronic check, electronic format, and that is all they understand. But they don't understand the full impact of DEMAT. What is DEMAT? How it has impacted our business? How it has impacted the share trading scenario itself? All these people don't understand. So you have to understand both before DEMAT and after DEMAT. Why DEMAT was necessitated? So little bit of what happened before DEMAT. There was no DEMAT. Suppose you take 1985, 86, 73, 74 and all. I have been a bank manager for so long. I have seen him before DEMAT era. I will tell you before DEMAT era how things happened. Suppose you buy a share. You pay the money. You buy some State Bank of India shares. 100 shares you buy. Then you pay the money. Then you will have to pay the money to the broker, and then the broker will forward the share to you. Suppose you want to sell the shares, then you will have to. Suppose you want to the shares will come to you. Then you will have to forward the shares along with the transfer deed to the registrar office of State Bank of India for transferring those shares to your name. You send it by post. Then on the way it will be lost. Then you write to the registrar saying that I have sent to so and so shares, I have not received the shares transferred back in my name. Then they will say we have not received. Then finally you find out that it has been lost in transit. Then what you have to do? Then you will have to apply for duplicate shares. Then for that first step is you have to go to the police station. You have to go out to the police station and register a complaint. You have to execute an indemnity bond there, and then you have to make newspaper publications. And with all these things you have to go to the registrar and say please issue me a duplicate demand draft, duplicate shares. They may issue after following all these formalities. It may take 1 year, 2 years. I don't know how much time it is going to take. So this is a frequent problems we faced. If you send the shares and if it is lost, then you had it. Now the volume of transaction. Coming to the volume, National Stock Exchange says there was a time one day how they used to, all shares are finally delivered to them. They have to deliver it to the share brokers, and they had share brokers all over India. Tamil Nadu, Delhi, everywhere they had share brokers. So they had to send to those share brokers. National Stock Exchange says in one of the busy days, they had to send the share certificate through 26 lorries to the Bombay airport in one day. And from there it is distributed to all other places, all other areas, Delhi, Bombay, Delhi, Calcutta and all other places. That was when the transaction was some X volume, very small volume. Today, the transaction volume is multiplied by 1,000 times. So suppose we had not embarked upon this DEMAT of shares, what would be today? Every day from National Stock Exchange Corporation, 26,000 lorries has to go to the airport, and these 26,000 lorry loads of share certificates have to be distributed to the various destinations. You can understand the gargantuan task. It would have been almost impossible to do that. So, to obviate all these problems, they brought about a DEMAT. They formed a Depositories Act, which enabled the stock exchanges to start depositories. National Stock Exchange started a depository called NSDL, National Security Depository Limited. And Bombay Stock Exchange started a depository, Central Depository Services Limited, CDSL. Bombay Stock Exchange started CDSL, and the National Stock Exchange started NSDL. These were two depositories started under Depository Act, which had the power to DEMAT the shares. So this NSDL appointed all banks as their representatives, as their agents. Now I am a customer. I have accounts suppose I have share certificates, and what I can do with the share certificate, I can go and hand it over to the bank and open a DEMAT account with the bank. The bank will open the DEMAT account as agent for NSDL. Not as a bank, they are opening as agent for NSDL. They will take the physical certificate and then they will cancel it and then they will forward it to NSDL. NSDL will dematerialize the share and they will credit that share number of shares into my DEMAT account. So if I have 25 shares in 25 companies, all I have to do is I have to hand it over to my DEMAT account in whatever bank I have. Suppose I have my DEMAT account with Canara Bank, I will go and deliver all the shares there. The shares, they will cancel it and then they will forward it to NSDL. NSDL will credit my account. I have a list of, I have in so and so X and Y Z company 100 shares, ABC company 200 shares, ZYZ company 500 shares, like that full list they will give me. So all my shares will be in the DEMAT format. And this DEMAT account is opened by commercial banks on behalf of either NSDL or CDSL. Now what is the advantage that has accrued because of opening of these DEMAT accounts by the bank? It has resulted in a wonderful innovation called 3-in-1 account. Before the 3-in-1 account, what I used to do, suppose I want to sell a share, I have to go to a share broker, open an account with him, and the share broker, and then give him a check. Please take my check. This is the amount. You please buy 100 shares in XYZ company. Then he will place the order through the stock exchange. When the order is executed, he will debit that account has to be debited, and my account will be debited, and after 1 week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks the documents will be coming. Physical share certificates I will reach. Then after receiving the physical share certificate, can I sell? No, because it has to be transferred in my name. If I want to keep it, I have to transfer it in my name. There will be a share certificate followed by transfer deed. In those days transfer deeds were there. So both I have to forward it to the company, registrars of the company. The registrar will transfer the name and then send it to me. Then only I can keep it and I can sell it whenever you want. All this is now removed in this 3-in-1 account. All this gadbad is totally in a single step we have removed it. Now a bank opens 3 accounts. What are the 3 accounts? First, SB account. I have an SB account. The pioneer in this is ICICI Bank. It is ICICI Bank which opened this innovation for the first time, to the best of my knowledge. So I open a savings bank account with ICICI Bank. Then I also open a DEMAT account with ICICI Bank. ICICI Bank opens this DEMAT account on behalf of NSDL. So first is SB account. Then I have a DEMAT account. In the DEMAT account which is opened by ICICI on behalf of NSDL, all the shares I have, they are listed. Then I also open a trading account. Trading account. Suppose somebody wants to buy or sell shares, he has to be a share broker approved by the exchange. So there is a subsidiary of ICICI Bank called ICICI Securities. ICICI Securities. So I will open an account in ICICI Securities. That account is called a trading account. And all the 3 are interconnected. Earlier I want to buy some share of XYZ and company. I will have to issue as a draft or check, and that share broker will place the order. I don't know at what price he is buying. Finally, he will buy one day and then send me the shares. I have to physically handle it. I have to fill up the form, forward it to the company, convert it into my name. All those Jamela was there. Today, suppose I want to buy a share, some XYZ and company. All I have to do is, I will have to inform online. All these things can be done online. I will have to say, please take 1 lakh from my account. You appropriate it and buy 1000 shares of XYZ company at 1000 rupees. Whatever amount I can say, stipulate this amount. So I place this order. As soon as I place this order, from my savings bank account, 1 lakh is cut off or reserved or apportioned, and that order is placed with the trading account, because I have opened a trading account with iSecurities. So this message is transferred to the trading account. The trading account is owned by iSecurities. This ICICI Security is a share broker in the National Stock Exchange. They will place the order with the National Stock Exchange and buy the 1000 shares of XYZ company, and my account will be debited, and the 1000 shares of XYZ will be credited to my DEMAT account. If they buy today, within 1 or 2 days, the shares will be credited to my account. The whole transactions will go through seamlessly, without any manual, without any intervention. All I have to do is, I have to place the order and provide sufficient money in my savings bank account, and the order will be transferred to trading account. In the trading account, the order will be executed. When the order is executed, my account will be debited automatically, and in the DEMAT account, within 1 or 2 days, all the shares will be credited. After 2 days or 3 days, after 5 days, I want to sell these shares. Now I have purchased these shares for 1000 rupees. Now the market price has become 1200. So I want to sell it. What I will have to do? I will have to place again order with ICICI. Order will be transferred to trading account. The trading account, they will execute the order. They will sell the shares for 1200 rupees. And the amount of 1.20 lakhs will be credited to my account. And DEMAT account will be, the 1000 shares of DEMAT account in this XYZ company will be debited in this account. First this 1000 shares will be debited, and then simultaneously my account will be credited. So this is 3-in-1 account. This is called 3-in-1 account, because we have a savings bank account, a DEMAT account, savings bank account opened by the ICICI Bank itself, DEMAT account opened by ICICI Bank again as representative of NSDL, and then trading account as represented by iSecurities, which is a sister concern. All these three are so seamlessly meshed and merged. As a result, my selling and buying of shares, selling and buying of any security has become seamless and quick and hassle-free. This is a wonderful innovation. This is called a 3-in-1 account. All this was possible because primarily all the shares were dematted under Depositories Act, which was one of the greatest steps which helped the humongous growth in the share market which we are seeing today. And the whole process has become so simple. It is easy for any one person, even a common man, without any knowledge of share broking or intricate knowledge of functioning of stock exchange, from his home he can buy and sell shares he wants. I know people, mostly some retired bank executives, who are every day spending 3 hours or 4 hours by selling and buying of shares, sitting in front of their computers every day and making every month something around 1 lakh, 1.5 lakhs people are making. All this was possible because of this wonderful innovation called a 3-in-1 account, which was enabled because of DEMAT account opened under Depositories Act.